Go.
Hi, I'm Drew Honcho,
And I'm Richard Johnson.
and today we're going to take you on an adventure throughout history.
Specifically the 1930s, featuring Joseph Stalin, Winston Churchill, and Joseph McCarthy.
I don't know about you, Richard, but that sure sounds like fun.
Yes, Drew, that sounds rather enjoyable if I do say so myself.
Well then, let's get started.
Alright, let's jump right into it. Drew, why don't you tell us a little bit about Joseph Stalin?
Thank you, Richard. The Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin was born December 18, 1878 in Georgia Gori. He has been ruling the Soviet Union with an iron fist since 1918.
Let's check in with our field reporter, Johnny Pedro, to see what Joseph Stalin and the Soviet Union are currently up to.
Thanks, guys. Oh, and here comes Joe with the show. Let's see what he's up to.
Comrade.
Joey Stahl, what's up?
It's Joseph.
Alright. Well, Joseph, I have a couple questions for you today.
What?
When and how did you initially rise to power?
Well, after the death of Vladimir Lenin in 1924, I rose to become the leader of the Soviet Union. I transformed Soviet Union from the peasant society into an industrial and military superpower it is now.
And how do you think your actions are viewed by the American citizens?
America?
Yes.
America loves us. We are very close allies and we share full diplomatic relations.
And what do you think about the recent allegations that you have been having millions of your own citizens of the Soviet Union executed by the millions?
What?
You heard me.
That is not true. I don't know what you're talking about. The Soviet Union people love living.
Alright. Well, I think that's about all the questions we have for you today. Back to you, Richard.
It sure seems cold over there in Russia.
Sure does, Richard.
Thanks again, Johnny, for the interview.
Actually, in Joseph's interview, he lied about his people's happiness and that he hasn't killed any of his citizens.
He's actually killed about 20 million people so far.
Let's take a look.
Roll the clip.
This is the last time you betray your nation, you capitalist dog.
Holy cow! What's going on over there in Russia, Richard?
Well, Drew, that sure looks like an execution to me.
Well, lucky for us, we have another guest.
Let's head back to our field reporter, Johnny Pedro. Thank you.
Hi, Johnny here. I'm here at Mr. Churchill's estate, and today I'm here to ask him a few questions.
Hey, hello. I was just reading the Holy Bible. Anyway,
Mr. Churchill,
nice to meet you. I'm Winston Churchill,
it's nice to meet you, Mr. Churchill. I'm Johnny.
Prime Minister of Great Britain.
I'm going to ask a few questions. How successful have your recent actions been to successfully rearmament the British Empire?
The rearmament of the British Empire. Well, let me tell you, we have been doing very successful with upgrading our military and keeping everything very safe, just in case of attack.
What do you think the American citizens think of your current objectives?
Current objectives. Well, let me tell you, Great Britain and the US are very good allies, and we plan to keep it that way.
What are your future plans for the Great British Empire?
The future plans for the Great British Empire is to keep Britain at the #1 country in the world. No one will stop us. No one.
All right. Well, I guess that's wrong because America is the greatest country in the world. But anyway, Drew, back to you.
All right, let's please welcome our next guest, Joseph McCarthy.
All right, Joseph, let's not waste any time here.
No.
First question. Do you have any recent accomplishments?
Well, yeah, actually I do. I graduated high school in only 9 months, and I enrolled myself in Marquette University and came out with a law degree in 5 years.
Wow, that is short. So, what is this McCarthyism thing you talk about?
Well, McCarthyism basically is when it's instilling fear into the heart of Americans, and we'll call it communism. And we use this fear as an external enemy to give Americans an easy target for their older hostility, basically.
How did you become interested in communism?
Well, basically, this FBI agent showed me a document describing, the Soviet spy in the U.S., and I thought that was really interesting. I just wanted to see more what into communism was.
Well, that sure seems interesting.
Well, that's all we have for tonight. So thank you and good night.